everyone!
Sup, guys?
Today's gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure.
Disney finally makes a decision regarding James Gunn.
One Punch Man Season 2 finally gets its first full trailer.
And the Winter 2019 Anime TKO is coming pretty close to its end. Hope you guys are ready to tune in.
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley.
And you're watching Bulletoon Weekly!
Dude, so who else is way hyped that James Gunn is back?
I'll admit, I didn't really expect Disney to walk this one back. They never really walk anything back like this. It's a surprise.
Yeah, well, I can kind of get why. Look at it from a PR perspective. Walking anything back, especially something as high profile as this, is definitely something they'd want to avoid. From a business standpoint, it'd seem like a sign of weakness, an indication that even the mouse is mortal.
Well, yeah, but firing him in the first place was a bad move. And sticking to their guns.
Ugh.
Seriously though, sticking by their decision to fire him would have just been as bad of a PR nightmare. I mean, look at all the backlash.
Pretty much. Makes them seem weak for bowing down to even the slightest bit of pressure in order to project some sort of image of wokeness. A damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for sure. Disney really shot themselves in the foot on this one. Although...
What?
I can't exactly confirm anything, but I read somewhere that Disney didn't even look for a replacement for him.
Seriously? After all that time, they just let it sit?
Yep. Which, if that's true, it tells me one thing. It's entirely possible this whole thing was just a big publicity stunt.
That's an odd theory. A publicity stunt that actively makes Disney look bad?
Rila, let's be honest, it's Disney. Their bottom line wasn't gonna be scratched by this. But you wanna know what would have happened? If Gunn hadn't been rehired, you know there'd be a huge movement of people boycotting the next movie. Thanks to all this drama though.
Oh, you're right! With all the noise people made about this, unless all the promo and marketing bombs, that next movie's gonna be huge! If this was all some big plan from Disney, that's genius!
Right? Though, I still can't say I especially like the overall precedent. The woke Olympics are exhausting, frankly.
Tell me about it. It's really becoming a serious problem.
This situation in particular was especially bad because it was a product of people with an agenda trying to ruin a good thing for the people on the other side of a debate. It's ridiculous.
Cancel culture is already enough of a problem as it is. Weaponizing it just makes things worse.
The big problem is that it's almost always some sort of one-sided thing where nothing the subject says or does can ever be good enough.
It's usually completely dismissive of the idea that people can grow and become better, just holding things over their heads forever.
Gunn made some edgy jokes like a decade ago. He's long since apologized for them, and when someone went and dug them up again, it made enough noise that he got fired over it. He's since apologized again, and it still took this long to resolve the issue.
The problem with cancel culture is once it gets going, the power of the internet turns into this huge wave of noise and emotions that drowns out pretty much everything else.
And that includes reasonable discourse of any kind. There's no dialogue because no one's interested in having the conversation. They're more concerned with making sure a person is over. It does matter if the person's already apologized and made an active effort to evolve.
There is a good side to these things. It can be used to weed out some genuinely despicable people. It's brought down its fair share of sex offenders and sexual predators.
As well as people who are still jackasses and show no signs at all of trying to change for the better. But still, there is a double standard. Gunn was basically a scapegoat, but there's something to be said about all this outpouring of support he's gotten.
True. It's kind of disturbing how there's been this massive call to rally around him and get him rehired when other, similar cases haven't gotten nearly the same level of outcry. Almost like it's saying, we claim ownership of this one, so you can't touch him.
Right? It's weird. It reminds me of the Kevin Hart thing with the Oscars. He made some objectively offensive and harmful jokes like 10 years ago, yeah, but by all accounts, he's apologized and talked about how he's been trying to do better and be better. Now, if I remember right, the offer was extended to him again and he just turned it down. Yet, funnily enough, I don't recall seeing a rehire Kevin Hart hashtag floating around, and that's my point, really. I really don't get why the situation wound up going so differently. Was it because of the type of joke? I don't know. The whole subject is just exhausting.
Tell me about it. But I know one subject that should be less annoying.
What?
It's Japan time! So, did you get to see the new trailer for the second season of One Punch Man? Shall we?
You know it!
Well, that was a thing.
God damn it!
Now, Riley, it's just one preview. You have no idea if...
Rila, your eyes were open during the trailer, right?
Well, yes, but...
It looked awful and you know it!
Awful might be an exaggeration. I mean, granted, it's nowhere near as good as last time, but...
That's an understatement if I ever heard one. Though, I'm not gonna get in the habit of blaming JC's staff. Not entirely, anyway. The biggest hit was losing Natsume, the director from Season 1. Losing Madhouse definitely didn't help, though. Sure, it's not the worst thing ever, but damn if it isn't disappointing.
I guess Karma just decided one couldn't get away with having two incredible anime in the same year. Speaking of which...
Oh gee, I wonder where this could be going.
How current are you on Mob Psycho 100? Its animation has been absolutely stellar this season.
Yes, I know. My turn. Are you current on The Promised Neverland?
Actually, no. I watch it in bursts.
Oh? Well, in that case, I'll let you figure it out on your own.
Wait, what? Figure what out? Riley? Riley, what are you talking about? Come on, that's not fair! What am I figuring out? Riley!
Nothing. I'm just messing with you.
Ugh, that wasn't funny.
Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you might want to go to the store and buy some Kleenex.
Wait, huh? Why?
That's the show, everyone!
Wait a minute! Don't you ignore me!
You guys excited that James Gunn's back for Guardians 3? What did you think of the new trailer for One Punch Man Season 2? Leave a comment below and give that like button a zap while you're down there.
Fine, I'll just see for myself. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to know whenever we upload a new video. This has been Bulletoon Weekly. I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always, stay tuned!